All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Melissa and I'm here to lead you through mindful stretch. We are going to practice minutes today. So as we go through class, just a reminder to listen to your body. If any of the stretches do not work for you, please skip them, come on out and modify. Things that you'll need for class today is you'll want to have a mat, something comfortable to practice on, and these are optional, but if you'd like to have a blanket and maybe some exercise blocks close by, those can be really nice to assist in the practice, but again, they are not a necessity. So as we go through class today, I wanted to take some time to work a little bit on our wrists and our hands. I know that we use our wrists and hands quite a lot through the day, typing at the computer, holding the phone, and a lot of tension can build up in this area. So this practice will be really nice for getting the circulation, the blood flowing, and really helping to create a little bit more flexibility and mobility in the wrists. So as we go through class, one thing I wanted to mention is if we feel that we are typing a lot, what's happening here is these muscles in the wrist, they tend to shorten. So they're going to get a little tighter. And then these muscles here, they tend to get a little bit longer. And then there just becomes this imbalance in our body. So our bodies always want to be in balance. They want to be aligned. So that's why the stretching practice is really nice, just to try to bring a little bit more balance into the body. So what we'll try to do is, since these are a little tight, we're going to work on lengthening these, stretching these a little bit. And then since these are a bit longer, we'll work on doing a little bit of strength with them. So I'm really looking forward to this practice, and I think it will bring everyone a bit of relief and really nice benefits that we can take with us through the rest of the day today. So let's take some time to find a seated position, just a nice comfy seat. And sit in any way that feels comfortable for your body. I always like sitting up on a block. Just helps to take a little bit of pressure off of the knees, helps to roll the pelvis forward, and it also helps to elongate the spine. Let's take a moment here, and we're just going to start by extending our hands up to the sky. So we'll take a nice deep full breath in here. What we're going to do is find some circles here in the wrists. And then as we're doing this, we're just floating those arms out nice and wide. Kind of go at your own pace, maybe lingering, hanging out in one spot or another. And we'll reverse. Let's begin to circle in the other direction. Good. Let's go again. We'll go down one more time, and then we'll come on up. And then as you go up, make sure you reverse, just so that we can try to work that full range of movement. If we find that we always move in one direction, it's always really important to go in the other direction as well. Now let's take our hands right on up to the sky. We're going to take a nice full breath here. Find fists with the hands. So we're going to try to create a bit of tension. And then we'll reach and stretch out through our fingertips and offer a little bit of a release. So we're going to find those fists. Tense, tense, tense. Fingertips, let's reach and stretch out, find that release. Find your fists, find that tension. Let it go. Let's go 2 more times in and 2 more times out. Good. Now we're going to take arms out into a V position here. Again, we're going to find our fists, and then we'll reach and stretch out. Find those fists. Reach and stretch out. Go 3 times in and 3 times out. Good. Now let's bring our arms down. We're going to take a little shoulder roll here. The nice thing with doing a little bit of work on we'll go 3 shoulder circles. The nice thing about doing this little release on our wrists is we're also going to work on those shoulders as well, which is a nice benefit. Good. Now let's take our arms out into a T position. And I know we just work with our circling of the wrists. So we're going to just try a little bit of a different variation this time. And it's just going to be good for strengthening some different muscles and just a little bit of a different transition to, again, work different muscles. So arms are out into T. You can also have a bend in the elbows. We're going to take our middle finger and also ring fingers, and we're going to try to keep them together. And we're going to do that circular movement, but we want to almost imagine that our middle finger and ring finger could kind of scoop out some peanut butter out of a jar and just see if you can get that rotation. So it just might feel a little different, especially if you haven't done this before. It might feel a little unnatural, but it is really good to change that up a bit because we are going to work some different muscles than those previous circles. Good. Now, trying to stay with that movement as well, let's try to reverse. So this might feel a little bit even more unnatural. So it's like you're trying to scoop peanut butter, but again, moving in the other direction. You're trying to glue the middle finger and your ring finger together and then working on that really nice rotation. Good. Let's begin to release the hands down and we're going to circle those shoulders. Let's go 3 times here. We're just going to take our shoulders up, back, and down. They're really nice because it helps to open up the chest and the heart. You may feel that you're, rounding forward quite a bit through the day. So those shoulder rolls just really help to reset the shoulders and the spine. Come into some holds with some stretches now that we're warmed up. We're going to start by extending our right hand out in front. Fingertips are pointing up. Let's come in with our left hand and begin to pull your right fingers back towards your face. And we're really going to activate that right arm. So we want to press out through the crease in the elbow. And we also want to press out through our palms. So we want to feel that the arm is very active and engaged and energized. And then let's give this one more nice deep full inhale and a nice deep full exhale. Letting your hand relax down. Let's take our left hand. We're going to come on in and then just pressing into the top of the arm there. Maybe notice if you're holding tension in the shoulders, see if you can relax your shoulders from your ears. Feel yourself really grounding into the earth, grounding into your sitting bones, finding length through your spine. Let's take another deep full inhale here and another deep full exhale here. Left hand, let's begin to float it out in front. Right hand comes in. Let's begin to draw the fingertips back. And this one can bring in a little bit of that stretching and a little bit of sensation. So that's not a bad thing. If we ever move into a space of pain, we definitely want to come out. But sometimes an intense stretch can be a good thing. And if you are feeling that this is an intense stretch, just maybe see how it softens a little bit. So the longer you hold it, maybe you can ease into it, you can let your body relax into it, knowing that's not going to last forever. Just coming back to your breath, inhaling and exhaling. And release. Hand relaxes down. Let's let our fingertips relax down. Right hand's going to come on in and we're going to press that hand in. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe try to have that awareness. Notice if the stretch feels very similar on this side of your body to the first side of the body that we worked on. It may feel very similar, and it can also feel very different one side to the next side. It can be for so many reasons, our natural movement patterns, how we go through the day. Also, if you ever had an injury, so a lot of things can contribute that, but it's just important to be mindful, to be aware. And we are going to let that one go. Let's take our hands together here. Fingers will interlock, palms will touch, and we'll begin to circle out through the wrists. So maybe find large circles and maybe find smaller circles here. And begin to circle in the other direction. So we'll just reverse. And then letting that go. Let's take out the wrist. We'll try to let go of any tension here. Let's come on into a tabletop position. So we'll just land on the hands and the knees. And for this version of tabletop, let's come up onto our fingertips. We're going to be a little bit of tension on the fingertips, and this can just help to build a little bit of strength here. So we're not really pressing the whole palm down. It's just being right up on the fingertips just to activate some different muscles there in the wrists. Let's work our way through a little cat dog stretch. So we lower our stomach, lift up through your heart, let your tailbone lower, and let the crown of your head lower. Lowering your stomach, let's lift up through the heart space. Tailbone lowers, crown of head lowers. And then just finding your own rhythmic flow here for a moment. Lengthening as you inhale. Lengthening as you exhale. As you inhale, letting your shoulders relax from the ears. We'll create a little space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. From here, we're going to come on up to stand, so however feels comfy for you. And then as you come on up to stand, let's bring our hands together at the heart space. We're going to take our hands into a prayer position. Try to have your feet in line with your hips. Let your toes point straight forward. Hands are at prayer, and then we're taking our hands and let's begin to shift them off to the right. You might feel a little stretch here. For me, it's really interesting, but I tend to feel this little stretch over in this area. We're just going to give ourselves a nice inhale and exhale here. Let's come back through to center. We're going to lengthen and hands are going to release to the other side. And see if you can relax your left shoulder down a little bit. Sometimes that left shoulder will come up towards the ear. So try to see if you can find a little link there. Let's bring ourselves back through to center. We're going to flip our palms over. So fingertips are going to point down. And then naturally the palms are going to want to peel from one another. So see if you can glue your palms together. Relax your shoulders from your ears. And then we're just going to take an exercise and stretch of trying to bring your hands up towards your face. So again, gluing those palms together, relaxing your shoulders down. Let's take an inhale and an exhale here. You can relax the hands down. We'll take a breath. We're going to try that one once again. So gluing the palms together, fingertips are pointing down, shoulders are relaxing, gluing the palms together. And release. Let's give a little shake out of the wrists on that one. Hands are going to come back together into prayer position. Now left hand, let's begin to press into the right hand, and you're going to feel this left palm peeling from the right. So we're going to just gently peel that left palm away from the right. And then we feel that right hand actively pressing into the left to get a nice stretch. We'll bring ourselves back to center. Let's take a full breath here. Right fingertips are going to press into the left fingertips, and that right palm peels from the left. Good. Let's bring ourselves back through to center. We are going to shake out our wrists. Try to let go of any tension here. Take a full breath in. Bring your hands up into a prayer position. Take your hands to your heart as you exhale. Thank you so much for joining today. It's really great to be here with all of you. I hope that you enjoyed this practice. I personally feel that my wrists are so alive now. I can feel the energy, the circulation flowing. It just feels so much better. So I feel so much more relaxed, which is a great thing. So I hope that you experience those benefits as well. I hope to see you soon. So I will be back on Thursday. I'll be back same time, 3 o'clock East Coast time for mindful stretch. And we will definitely, focus on another area of the body. We'll work with some different stretches. So it would be great to have you. Have a good day, and I will see you soon. Take care.